see the daddy from you running the shine. Teach me what you know, vice versa. Help each other grow. As he sees in me, then she turn around and water me, uplifting me. I've got your back. Pussy be fly like that. I'ma fix your crown with your head down, girl. Please hold on. When you're going through this, I'll never turn back on you. Gotta be real, it's time to heal. Come on, let's go.
T, you was getting it.
I was feeling it when she hit. I don't know, like I got an ear for music, and when she hit that little, I never turn my back on you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't do it like her, but that's my shit.
Hey,
Hey,
what up, though?
Hey y'all.
what's up? I get a little silly when I'm sleepy, when I'm tired. So I don't know. I'm feeling a little.
What do you say? Don't be tired, be quiet, and go to sleep. If you tired, be quiet and go to sleep, ho.
I get a little
I'm
goofy.
tired too.
So I might
Lord
be a
have
little
mercy.
silly tonight. Well, okay, so let's catch up. What's been going on in Tracy Cherie's world, Jaleisha J's world?
I got my company credit card today, so I didn't book my first 2 trips for my work travel. And I repacked a bag, even though I'm not leaving for another week and a half. I just keep on packing and unpacking and just having fun. So today was a really good day.
Come on, company credit card.
You know, I can't use it for nothing but company purposes, but I do not mind because when I'm traveling during the week, that's going to save me on grocery money.
Okay. That's more money in your pocket.
Yeah, yes and no. The way I eat, I might beat that food limit real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Have to start you going out of pocket and shit.
Oh, Jaleisha, what's going on with you today?
I kind of been slightly in my feelings, but it's not like personal stuff. It's what the school shooting in Texas and stuff. So I kind of been really just I'm a big energy person, so I don't like to like look at news, and I don't like to be on social media looking at like all the sadness and stuff, because it lowers my vibration. But of course I have a lot of empathy, and I can only imagine what's going on. So I feel things. I've been feeling that way. As soon as I got off work, I went to sleep for like 4 hours because I just felt really, my energy felt shifted. So that's just me though.
Girl, I got up this morning. I called myself. I was fussing last night because I had so much to do, and the kids is getting on my nerves. I got my, y'all know, I got my one baby girl, but then I kind of been mommy of 2. I got my little cousin that's been here with me, and so I was fussing a little bit. But I woke up this morning and I gave them the biggest hug. And told them that I love them. Let them know I love them for them. It doesn't matter like what they do in school. I don't love you for good grades. I don't love you for nothing else but just who you are. And I gave them the longest, biggest ass hug, because it's just like, damn, now you don't know if your kids gonna come back home to you. So you gotta appreciate every damn moment.
That's terrible.
That part.
That part is terrible.
Yeah.
It's crazy it's crazy how you said you're an empath, Jaleisha, because I'm very empathetic, but only to people closely in my life. That's how I usually, or like I have to literally be in your space to feel your energy. But then if I'm in your space feeling your energy over the phone with you or something like that, that's for me when it becomes a lot and it's a trigger for me. But it's most definitely heartbreaking what we're experiencing in the world, and the fact that we lost 12 children over some bullshit. What, 12 children? No,
19.
It went up to 19. The last I heard it was 14. 13
kids.
kids.
19 kids and 2 teachers.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So I mean, you still an empath though, Tracy. If you still feel things from people that's around you or close to you, that still means you're an empath. I just happen to be. I'm the type of person like I can't
You feel
be in big
everything.
crowds. I
Yeah.
can't be in like I used to love going to the strip club. That was my thing. You know, I want to see some shake some ass.
Ooh.
But strip clubs is probably like the lowest vibrational place you can be because there's so many people like battling things. You'd be surprised, and I can feel it all. And baby, I can't do it. So just by me seeing, because I wanted to look at pictures, I wanted to pray for people, but it's just a lot. And I was overcome last night. I was like crying, praying, and I was like, I can't do this.
That was my cousin too.
Hmm. And then
Yeah,
I
my
was like,
cousin was
this
very
another
upset.
reason why I don't have children, you know? So, girl, I was in my
Mhm.
feelings, but I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. But
I,
hug those that you love.
Right. Praying for those parents, those siblings, those cousins, those grandparents. Like those were
Hmm.
babies.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
How
Even
y'all
the youngest
was?
that I knew of was extremely young. She had to be in her 20s.
Who?
Mm.
Yeah, extremely young.
Who you talking about?
That's one of the teachers that had passed away and
Oh,
was murdered.
mm.
Extremely young. Everybody was just so young.
But I
Yeah.
thought they, because like down here, my daughter's school, like you got a buzz to be let in. Like they don't play down here in North Carolina no more. Like you got a buzz. It look like a little ring camera, and you buzz it, and they be like, "What's up? What you here for?" And then they let you in.
I
I
think
thought
I
all schools was
heard
like that.
I seen a couple people mentioning that in the comments and things like that. But my thing is when they're letting you in, right? When you buzz, if they have a buzzer, how quickly or how much time are they taking to review who that person is at the door, right? You can easily just say, I'm here to pick up my child. I'm here to pick up my little brother. Okay, and let you in. So I wonder if even if they had some type of protocol where he had to announce himself, what that protocol even may have been like.
Mm.
from what I read is that because this is a small town, like this is a really small
Hey
town in
there.
Texas, and like I read that I don't think they have that because I read that the law enforcement was on the scene, like he engaged with them before he went inside the school, and he just went inside the school. So I don't know what they're maybe they were naive to some things. I'm not for sure, but he didn't have to do no. He had full body armor on, and he
Mm-hmm.
just was able to go up in there.
That's
So I don't
crazy.
know, but just prayers
Mm.
to those. I'm not trying to be too heavy out, but I was just gonna be honest.
Yeah, you got to. And speaking of schools and stuff, like, that's I'm just leaving from like, look, you gotta be grateful. I'm grateful that tonight I went and celebrated with my daughter. She had her award ceremony. The school look, I've been working on. I'm not feeling anything I don't want to feel. Not necessarily saying that in a way where I'm suppressing negative feelings, but I'm just like I'm transmuting them into their positive opposite. So like I almost got a little bit irritated tonight because they knew damn well better than to do all those kids, all those grades in one night. And so I thought I was gonna be late to the podcast. My baby is in the 5th grade. She's graduating, going to 6th, going to middle school next year.
Ew. Big girl
Yes.
status.
So it was a long ass awards, but we finally saw her. She was like almost next to last to go on stage, and she won so many awards. She got beat on the roll, math gold, reading gold, overall achiever. I don't know. It was so many of them, and it was just dope. So I'm
Yes.
grateful.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm grateful that we were able to go there, and there was and won't no crazy people who walked in because that was open door. So I'm grateful we were there to celebrate our kids, and we made it back home in one piece.
Right.
And
Amen.
on that note, let's do a moment of silence real quick for the kids before we get into the topic tonight. All right. Having gained some beautiful angels.
Yeah.
But
That's
okay.
not
We ain't gonna have it heavy on y'all tonight, but we gotta respect. We move how we move authentically. This is our space to be authentic, right? But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into the topic tonight. Jaleisha is talking about white boy syndrome. So I'm ready to get into this. I'm ready to see what this is all about. I'm about to turn it over to you, girl.
Okay, thank
Did you
you.
introduce us? Did you introduce us or just say how we's doing? You ain't even do your drop.
Look, we need to fucking.
Look,
Here's the
you ain't even
thing.
do your drop.
What's up, y'all? I'm Coach T Lane. These are my co-hosts, Tracy Cherie, Coach Jaleisha J, and we are Girls Be Like the podcast. We ain't here to give y'all the right answers. We are just here to speak from our personal experiences, baby. Okay.
There we go. That's how we get started.
All right, now about this white boy syndrome.
Please.
Hey, yes. So, I wanted to talk about this because I think this is a good topic, especially as Black women, because, and actually, I kind of did like a precursor. Like yesterday, I posted on my Facebook. I said, "Lord, if you want me to be with a white man, just say that."
I think
And
I
I was
laughed.
very.
Jaleisha, wait. Hey, Tracy, Jaleisha, hold on. Wait a second. Every time you hear the word white, you got to drink tonight.
White boy?
You got to
Oh,
drink. I got water again. You got to drink every time you hear the word white.
Look,
Everybody,
check this out.
listeners.
Y'all, let me tell y'all what I just did. 10 minutes before we started the show tonight, I had to go get me a drink since we was talking about some pink meat because I just can't. Okay, I just had to go. So I made sure I had me a drink tonight.
Oh
Okay?
my God.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready for the
Okay.
pink
I
meat.
got my water. I got my water.
I
I
don't know
can't.
if we showed this.
Yes.
But thank
What?
you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank
Go
you
ahead,
for
baby
the
girl.
support. So yeah, I put the precursor up on my Facebook, and I was very shocked to see. Like, I had over like maybe 50 or 60 replies from like all Black women, but some white women responded, but it was like over 100 likes or whatever, and it was a lot of Black women saying me too. Like, maybe I need to dip on the other side, and so I thought that this would be a good topic because I feel like I think normally society, what I see, and this is myself as well, we kind of want the Black man, and which is great. I love Black men. And also, let me just say this before we start this, I love Black men. Okay, I love Black penis. I love everything about a Black man. I love his aura, all of it. This is not to discredit who a Black man is, but I am making this more so about a Black woman experience and what she's worthy of, or desiring. So I have been dating, I've been single, but what's happening lately, I've had a couple people come up to me and tell me that I need to be more open with y'all. I gotta excuse me, on my phone going off.
White boy calling. Hey, white boy.
This is real, y'all. Raw,
Yeah.
uncut.
Raw
Hey, white
uncut.
boy.
Sorry, y'all.
Keep
Sorry.
calling, girl. They got your phone.
So yeah, so I have a couple people coming up to me and telling me that I need to be more open with my experiences with dating because I'm kind of limiting myself. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I know what I want. I know what I desire. I'm not limiting shit. Like, I want me a Black man. I want to have some Black babies, and I want Black meat. Like, I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? I know what I want. But what I was coming to understand, I've been talking to a lot of different females, coaches, mentors, and just a lot of single Black women who are saying, are we limiting ourselves and our experience on love because we're trying to wait for the ideal Black man? And when there's other men out here, not just white men, but there's other men out here that are probably more willing to give or more willing to show adoration than a Black man is. And I was like, no. But I feel like the universe is playing with me because I'm seeing a whole bunch of different white men and Black women relationships when I go out now. And I don't know if it's because my energy is on that. And so now I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
My mama trying to hook me up with this man that's from a different country. He white. I mean, she done send me the pic. I didn't ask for this,
But you sure been
but
putting it in the universe. So
I've been putting it in the universe,
here you go.
and so now it's in my face. And and then another woman messaged me out of nowhere. I went on a date. I've been intentionally dating myself. I went on a date, and a friend of mine like messaged me, and she was like, "So I got a download while I was like watching one of your videos
Oh,
when you
I
went on
heard
your
down
date."
low. Hold on, sorry.
Download. download vision. I got a
She got
vision.
it down.
But
You want
Girl,
to download
no.
white boy?
Girl, no. Girl, no. But she said she got a download. Pretty much, she got a vision when she was like, I had posted something, and she was like, I see your man, and he's not black, he's white. And so she was like, I don't know if you need to open up your horizons, but this is like the third or fourth person that done told me this. And then the last couple weeks, y'all, I've been on this. I had some deaths in the family. I've been on this spiritual type thing, like researching about my past and whatnot, and like my family. And I was seeing, like, I had some people that were actually like white men that were actually in love with my with black women in my family. Like, they married them, they were in love with them, like my great grandparents. And it wasn't like no slave type shit. This is like, I want to be with you and be in love with you. And so I don't know if the universe is trying to show me something different by saying, you are limiting yourself. And I wanted to just bring that to the table, because I feel like as black women, we want to be our ride or dies for our black men. But are we, especially if we're in our 30s, should we open up that horizon to be more open to dates? And I also want to preference that as a kid, I grew up in a white neighborhood, right? So I grew up in the suburbs or whatever. And I liked white boys. I thought that was Justin Timberlake was my crush. Like, that was my boo thing. I thought I was gonna marry this man. Okay, I thought really we were gonna have babies. I thought we was gonna be together forever. Okay, so white boys were my thing. But then I remember my family kind of was like, "Girl, what's wrong with you? Why you don't like black boys? What's wrong with you?" And then and then as I got older, I still wanted white boys. But then I started, being around more black people, because I switched over to the hood, and I thought, oh, I want me a thug. I want a thug. Give me some thug meat. Yes, Lord. Okay, so that that switched me. Okay, that switched
That's
me.
what I was thinking. Yes, Lord. Thank you.
That switched me. I was like, I need me a black man. But then I also went through a spiritual awakening, so I became so conscious and woke that I was like, I only want black people. I don't want nothing got to do with white people. I don't want nothing because I was like, I'm so like, I gotta be gung ho about my people. Gung ho. Like, I gotta be ride or die. But but I'm also like, am I limiting my experience because I'm like, because white men come up to me. I've had different races: Hispanic men, island men, Hawaiian men, and I'd be like, why are you talking to me? What's wrong with you? And they be like, you're beautiful. I'm like, you ain't black. Like, get your I've always rejected that but it has flown, and I'm like, and they're more forward. They're more like, from my experience, they're more forward as far as, especially being out in Texas, they're just more forward of like, you're beautiful. I want to date you. I want to pursue you. I really want to get to know you. And I'm like, boy, I don't want to see that white meat, that pink meat or yellow. I don't know what color that is. I want me some chocolate thick meat. So but I've been like doing some soul searching these last few weeks, and I read this book. I read this book called by Catherine Thomas. She's pretty much saying, calling in the one you love. And one of the main things she says is that we have to remove the physical traits and having this idea what the person is or whatever you're trying to have, and really, really be centered on, what you actually desire in a person. So it's like this activity she had.
Person with some chocolate skin.
Okay, well, I know that's a preference.
No,
that's a preference, but that's why I'm asking.
I desire respectful men. I desire them both.
Okay, but are you limiting your experience of receiving what you actually want by saying I just want chocolate meat?
Physical attraction to me is like up there with the level of respect that I expect from you. That's how much physical attraction means to me. I've never crossed the line with somebody who I haven't been physically attracted to. I've never found myself attracted to somebody I'm not physically attracted to. I really don't even want to sit across the table from somebody that I'm not physically attracted to. You know what I'm saying? So
we gotta respect the honesty though, because people be real quick to be like, it's the personality, and I'm that type too, because physical plays a big part, but I don't know. I was lucky to get a fine ass husband,
Right.
so I'm kind of biased. But if everything you wanted, Tracy, I feel you, Jaleisha. Everything you wanted was in this guy. Maybe it's like it's this show, Blind Date, and I think it is a show like that on Netflix or whatever. And you fell in love with them, but you don't know their race, you don't know their height, you don't know nothing. But just talking with this person, they have everything you desire.
I might cheat.
Well, and I think y'all misunderstood me because I'm not saying you should be attracted.
You looking at me like you might cheat, bitch. You just want to go to that extreme? Yes.
Well, no, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be attracted because I'm not gonna be with nobody or even have sex with somebody if I'm not attracted to them. I'm saying that the idea that it has to be a black person, because you can find a way to be attracted to a white person. You may not be surprised, like the show you talking about, T. There's a show on Netflix where I noticed one of the most, I don't know what the show called because I don't watch it, but
they was in the pods, right?
Yeah, they were in the pods, and it was this black woman and this white man, and they were actually, and they're married now. Yeah, and they felt he was serious, and they never saw each other, but they developed this emotional connection. I mean, he's actually an attractive white man. He was attractive. He was tall. I don't know, but it's the idea that in normal situations or circumstances, they probably wouldn't even like cross paths that way. But he met the other things for her, and then he was attractive. I was saying you do need to be attracted to the man, but are you limiting your experience by saying I only need to have a black man? I only want a black man.
I'm open to dating anybody, and if it grows into something, it'll grow into something, right? But at the end of the day, when it comes down to sex in a relationship, I truly love looking at a penis 2 shades lighter than me or darker. You know what I'm saying? Like I've dealt with light-skinned boys who had light-skinned pinkish penises, and I don't prefer to put those in my mouth just because I prefer a darker penis. Like I just prefer. So
that's a preference. It's a preference.
So we know how important sex is to us. But when I think about a long-term relationship with somebody, I really think about what sex is going to look like between us, because I was willing to marry somebody who wasn't going to ever sexually satisfy me in the way that I need to be sexually satisfied. So the thought has crossed my mind, would I cheat? You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to fulfill that temptation. I'm human. I'm going to fulfill my temptations at times. I just am. I'm not going to deprive myself of that. I'm sorry. I'm 35 and single. Shit. It's going to be everything, or it's going to be what I want from everybody. It is what it is.
See, this is my thing. I feel that as a black woman, I shouldn't have to limit or settle for certain experiences. So like even with a partner or dealing with somebody, like we have to be compatible. If we not at the place where or if we're not sexually compatible, then I'm not going to be able to even want to go further with you on emotional level, spiritual level, any of that, because I can't fake that, and I don't even want to cheat. And if we can't find this common ground, then I can't do that. That's who I am. But it's more so like I feel that I see a lot of us as black women that we are like willing to compromise on certain things that we want so we can have something. And I don't think my opinion, I don't think we should. We are more than worthy to be able to have what we want in a person. But are we limiting that experience because it has to be a certain idea of what it looks like? Right. But I love my black man. So I don't know.
I think it is limiting though. Like, I mean, this conversation, I'm enjoying y'all's commentary. I'm like cheering, I'm laughing at y'all, but I think it is limiting. Like, if I were single and dating in my 30s, I think that I would give fair shots. Like, I would see past color or skin. Even though I am I love a black man, just something about a black man and us, yes, come on, black love. But I would be open and see, like, if somebody had everything I was looking for, had those inner qualities, I would give it a try.
I would probably give it a try, but I don't know if that physical attraction would ever truly be what I need it to be to commit without having a concern of cheating.
Okay, let me ask you. What if it's Channing Tatum? You don't think Channing Tatum look good?
Or Tommy from Ghost.
The thing is,
Or
do I want to suck your pink dick? And I really don't
I
like pink
would.
dicks in my mouth.
I would. Girl,
I just
please,
don't.
Shannon Tatum.
I just don't like. I just like dark meat.
It's your preference. I get it. It's your preference.
It
So even
truly.
if he had the waves, he had the close cut. Cause I like a man, I like the close cut. His whole like demeanor, he got a little coof to him, like his swag is like he got a little blackness to him.
But when he pulled his thing out in his pink,
did.
I don't want to put it in my mouth.
Oh, okay.
Look, Lord, look.
Yeah.
If as long as his heart is, he got a good heart and he
I
want
ain't
to
met
share
one
on me
yet.
and love on me.
Shit,
and
I ain't
it's
met one
thick,
yet. Where I'm just like,
and it's thick. What did you say? And it's thick, then that's all that matters to me. And he know how to love on me. This I get it though. I get it though,
I see
Tracy.
thick light ones, and I still be like,
You said what? You say you don't like light ones. Well, I feel like you really are limiting your spin, but it's your preference. But what I found though, because I used to believe this, that we need to have a black man to share our experience, but because as black women, what we go through, and who gonna understand a black man like we do. But what I really care about more, and I care about that because it's important. But what I really care about more is being treated right and being loved on and being adored and being
and
able to
somebody
have a
willing
health.
to be able to understand and be open to learning about your past experience to make you,
Yes, and then also just really just something healthy, something loving. And I don't want to do any type of um struggle of. I don't want any of that anymore. I've done that, and it's kind of like, what kind of experience do I want to have? I want to have something that somebody actually, I'm a spiritual woman. I believe you got to worship me. So you got to adore me. I like, you need to put me up there. And so that's the type of love I want, I desire. And if it comes in a white package, you can send it to me. You go ahead, ship that thing over here. I'll take it. Uh, but what I wanted to say is, because the book I read, y'all. So the book was saying, and I was saying about the character traits, but it was like, list out everything you really want in a person, like everything you really truly desire in a person, and then circle 5 things that absolutely you must have. Like, you absolutely, like, there's no.
Black
These are like
dick
your.
for Tracy.
Well, I mean, see, but it don't say put like height requirements and dick requirements. Okay, but yes, but it's like, put your 5 most, like your top 5 qualities you need in a person. If they don't have these, then you can't be with them. And when I circled those traits, it really became clear to me, it ain't really about if he white or black. It's if you can be loyal, if you can be honest and faithful, and you're financially stable, and I can like, I have to feel safe. Those are the things that I desire, and I want to be adored. And so and I think every woman, every black woman should should figure out what they actually really want, and then not limit themselves as far as their experience, because we don't have to take pieces of somebody. We can have the whole thing if
unless
it's
you
offered
want a
to
couple
us.
pieces from everybody.
I
Well,
want to ask our viewers, y'all. I want to ask our viewers, our listeners, like, if you're watching live right now, put in the comments, because I know a couple of ladies watching are single. I know.
Yeah.
Would you, like, is race one of your? So Jaleisha said your top 5. Write out what you desire in your mate and circle the top 5. Like, it's no negotiable. Like, it's non-negotiable. Why the fuck I can't talk tonight? I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm sorry. It's non-negotiable. So put in the chat or put in the comments, is race a non-negotiable for you? Like, does he have to be your same race, or are you open?
Because I wonder what. That's good. That's good take.
I just don't know if it would really turn into something. Anybody can take me to feed me.
What? It's different. So of course, yes. Anybody? Because have I ever been on a date with a white man? I think I had. I've talked. So I remember back in the day, I was really, really, really childish, y'all, and I used to not like the way they used to talk. Oh, you look so awesome. You look so hot. And I'd be like,
my coochie clothes up.
And I'd be like, oh, get your lame ass. I'm like, get your lame. Oh, hold on. Shay says she's always been open. Yay, Shay. See, I've not always been open, but at this point I am, because I'm just seeing the experience is different. Sharon says I'm always open. I'm always have been open. Okay. I love to see the ladies saying this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, yeah.
Because Because okay, I also will say this: when I see white men and I see them with black women, I've always seen, in my experience, like the men are like they showering love on these black women, like they like up their butt, like just adoring them. And even the one that my mama trying to have me talk to, this man, I mean, he wants to put the money on me. He in another country.
Yeah.
He want
But black men can do that way too. I like if you know,
Yes.
I gotta play devil's advocate. I
Yes,
gotta
you
represent
can.
because
You can.
y'all know I represent black love, but I'm not against
Right, the swirl.
interracial. Yeah, I'm not. I can't get my words together tonight. But yeah, but you know, I represent black love. So like, it is black men out there with that too, though.
Yes. I'm not limiting that. I'm not saying,
Shut up,
oh,
Nate.
look. He says Tracy's gonna be single forever with that mentality. Well.
Shut up, Nate.
And the thing is, Tracy is in a place where ain't predominantly black people. It's a whole bunch of like
Hispanic, yes.
Yes, okay. Which maybe
But
that's the
here,
universe
I'm
showing
actually-
me that
but
you
that's
need to
not
do
even a
something
bad thing
different
either.
too.
I'm enjoying being single, so I don't even take that as a slight, right? Because literally, I'm enjoying being single. You feel me? So I don't even take it as a bad thing. You're right.
You ain't been on no dates out there in El Paso.
I've been on a few dates, but what the hell that got to do with anything?
Have they all been black?
No.
Okay,
She is open-minded. She is open-minded.
The second time I ever went to Mexico was with this tall, thick. I'm about to tell him
this tall,
with this
thick,
tall, thick Mexican. That thing put it on me too. It was thick and yellow. Woo! We literally met that day. We played pool. We went to Mexico for the day, walked through the city, stayed in Mexico until it came dark time. We was eating and drinking. He was feeding me all day. So I put it on him that night or whatever. And it was great. But he was a cokehead, so that didn't last long.
Okay, well, I'm glad you had a good time, though. Look, the experience.
It was amazing. It's literally a memory I'll never forget. We literally met and went to Mexico that day. It was my second time ever going to Mexico. He was like, I told him we had talked about Juarez or something. He was like, you been? I said, yeah, I have been just like a little while ago. He was like, you want to go? I said, yeah, I go. He thought I was playing. I said, dude, like, I'll really go, my nigga, let's go. And we drove into Mexico. And we stayed for the whole day. It was an incredible day. It was somebody playing music in the street, dancing in the street a little bit. Yeah, it was an incredible day. And he was tall. He was thick. It was thick. I had fun with it, but yeah. See, he didn't disappoint me. Pop that up here. That thing was amazing, but I don't know if it was the powder or not.
Baby, they have disappointed me too. So I'm very surprised what you saying, Tracy.
It was amazing. Oh my God. And all he did was keep with black boys. He grew up in the black neighborhood out here. Later on, we went to like a barbecue with his friends and family. They was all chocolate and stuff. Like he had black babies and everything. And it was thick and long. It was.
Y'all, I have an El Chapo. I have had me an El Chapo, and he disappointed me too.
Yeah, I don't remember. Mine was so long ago. I think I was like 19, 20. But baby, I remember what was his name? Jimmy had something. Like he had something for real, but Jimmy couldn't do nothing with that. Jimmy didn't know what he didn't know what he had. Jim, I don't know his real name, but yes, his real name. Yes, Jimmy. He had something. It was thick, but he didn't know what to do with it. You know, and also what I've seen is it might be a stereotype. I feel like they kind of clingy. They kind of crazy, and you know, I don't got time for that. So I don't want to date Hispanics, Mexicans. But you know, if you white, you island, you Asian, hit me. You know, like I'm open to it. But Mexicans, no.
Okay, so I want to ask y'all this because we kind of touched on this last week about sex with someone outside of your race. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I know, like, okay, we doing all this talk. You don't like the physical, like you don't like.
I enjoyed his, but it might have been. You might be right. It might have been the swag he had and all that. But then again, he was thick and long too. It was thick and long, and he was tall and thick. He was like a basketball player, but not that tall, but you know, like tall and I'm just fantasizing now because I forgot about that till I just said it, y'all. So it's
No, but let me ask y'all though. So, do you think that
Ooh, that
sex
was good.
outside of your race, and we're all black, if you listening, y'all need to go follow us on YouTube. The information in the description. If you listening on Apple, Spotify, Anchor. So, but we are all black women. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
so if you don't, do you think that the sex might be better with someone who isn't black? Because they may be open to more things than a black man is open to. Like, do you think
That's
it
a
could
good
get a little bit
question.
more?
Now the Puerto Ricans. I've had a couple mixed Puerto Ricans and maybe one Puerto Rican, but he was a darker Puerto Rican. They eat some good coochie. And they love to eat the coochie. I thought it was just a stereotype that they used to say about the men's. No, this is a fact of life, and I explored it. Well, they explored me. The
I ain't
coochie.
never had a Puerto Rican.
I haven't had a Puerto. I had a Hispanic. I ain't had no white meat though. I haven't had none. But I honestly think I've had. Let me just say this. I hadn't had good sex. I'm 33, so I had not had good sex, like good sex, until I was 31. And I just turned 33, and that was with one person. And I done had multiple. I'm not trying to put my business out, but the girl, I know me. I know what I done been through. Anyway, I have not had. You
have a lot of. When did you lose your virginity?
Do you want me to tell you how old I was on here? How
you
old
tell me, I tell you.
I need to get all up in the. She, look,
I didn't even know how long she had bad. She didn't have good sex since she was 31. I hope she lost that 28. God damn.
No. I lost my virginity when I was 14. So I've been doing this a minute. You know what I'm saying? A minute. So
that's how old I was when I first like the voluntary
Yeah, but the thing, so I've had, because I've also had sexual trauma and things from before I even lost my virginity. I had sexual trauma, and so my idea, my conception of what sex was very warped, and it was not like a pleasurable thing. It was more so like of service, of no pleasure for me, and so I never understood it. There was not a connection with me being satisfied, and so until
you were traumatized from it.
Traumatized, but I didn't realize I was reacting out of trauma. So my thing was always letting a man do what a man want to do. Let him just do whatever, and I'm just there, right? So and it was never pleasing, and I just never was happy. So when I went through my spiritual wake and I've been working on myself, I started attracting, like, I was intentionally wanting to explore myself, right? And I was intentionally learning how to speak up and be honest about what I desire, what I need, what I want to, what makes me feel good. I started learning about my pussy, what she likes, and that's why I really was into bedroom candy. And so I had some bomb sex. But I'm saying all this to say is that all the past men were black men, and it was not good sex. It was not like loving. It wasn't being, let me, feed you, or let me, pleasure you. Let me give you your desires. Now I'm coming to
if you were in a healthier space, you would have been attracted to different. You don't think so?
Oh, you say I would have attracted something different. You think so?
Right.
Yeah, yes. I was not in a
so
healthy
it could
state.
have been black men that possibly had good sex with at that time, but you were attracting your sexual interactions through traumatic sexual experiences that you had because you didn't know any better.
But possibly you are definitely on point with that, Tracy, because you definitely, I believe that you entertain what you are, and so I do believe that I was just more so, it was about them, and so they just took what they wanted, because I thought that's what was normal. But now that I'm coming to awareness, I think that I could have amazing bomb earth-shattering sex with a white man, black man, whoever, because I know who I am now, and it's a requirement. Like, this is not something I like. Maybe we can try to work on this and hope this gonna fall through, or maybe with the sex gonna align. No, you got to come with it, because that's definitely that's a must. And so that's why I feel that black women, we don't get in the mind frame that a white man can't please you, because a white man, you'd be surprised, they might be wanting to do a lot more than you can actually imagine, because they're willing to. I've seen and I've heard from friends that they're willing to serve you. Not saying black men won't, because they nasty, and I like them. But
Mm.
I
I
think you
like
just
the
have to
man
have an
and
open
woman.
mind.
Mm.
I'ma just have to say though, like forget all the the race shit. The best
Mm.
sex is married sex. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
That
I
shit
mean,
good
for
as
you,
fuck.
I ain't
Cause
had
you
married sex,
so
so I can't say it's the best because
I
I didn't
ha-
have some excess
I'm
too
just
much
telling you what to
over a
look
year in my
forward
life.
to. I'm telling you what to look forward to. The best sex is married sex because you become so like you just in a good marriage, you become so comfortable with each other. Y'all just be with the shits. It just be so like married sex is the fucking bomb, okay? Fuck that white sex, black sex. This is married, okay? I'm representing right now. But Delisha, what would you like? What advice do you have for the
mm.
people related to this topic?
So my main thing is, normally you want us to do like three things. I might just say two things, but really, just pretty much ask yourself, as I said about the list earlier, write out what you really, really want in a partner. And um, I'm not talking about, oh, he got to be 6 feet and he got to have whatever, whatever. Maybe you need to write, need to be physically and physically, emotionally, or sexually attracted to this person. There has to be chemistry. But write out like everything you really want in a partner. Circle the 5 things that you must have, like absolute, for you to be feeling comfortable with yourself, for you to feel, feel love with someone else, or feeling like there's something more than just whatever you want for yourself. I don't know, because what I desire is different than what the next person is.
Right.
But get clear on that and ask yourself, like I like to do, and now, or I like to do a history, like analysis of my past partners, because that's who I am. And after I did that, I was like, a lot of the things I kind of settled on, a lot of things I kind of fell back on, because this other person was either giving me some great sex, bomb sex, because like, well, I think the last season I talked about me being celibate. The reason I was
Dipping in dick.
celibate, yes,
Some
the
celibate. She
reason.
said, I heard that too. I didn't know what that was, but I was just gonna let it go.
Unintentionally celibate. The reason I became that is because I had this bomb, earth shattering sex, crying, whatever, all in my feelings sex. Ain't never had this before. Was healing traumas and shit. And so I was willing to, kind of be oblivious, or at least downplay a lot of things I really, really wanted in a person, in a partner, in how I really wanted to be treated, because of what he was making me feel. That sex was amazing, but I didn't separate it. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times we got to be clear about, the 5 things we really want, and stand true on that, and then be open-minded about it, because you may be really, really limiting your experience. The universe, law of attraction is real. The universe will definitely provide you or give you opportunities if you allow it to be open. If you are refusing, or you don't, no, I'm not doing it, then you're not going to have that experience, and you may be blocking yourself from experiencing something that could be really, really beautiful, what you really want, without you trying to control it or manipulate. Like, you have this idea in my mind of what it's going to look like, and that's not how the universe works. You got to be open and willing and trust, and you have to be, you know like, I'm free to be open to experience whatever flows to me. So maybe you need to change your mind frame. But if it's a preference, it's a preference. But I believe, as Black women, and this could be any woman, but especially as a Black woman, we are worthy of being put on the pedestal.
Yeah,
We
I,
are
I want
worthy of being
to add this to
adored.
this.
Huh?
I want to add this real quick. Being a Black woman, a lot of us have been programmed by our culture, by our parents, by our church,
Yes.
to only date Black men. If that's one of your reasons why you can't date outside your race, really think about that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Really think about if that's one of your reasons. And I like that you said that, Jaleicious, but I just want to be very specific about that, because a lot of us may not even realize that the only reason why we're not open to dating outside of our race is because we've been programmed to think that that was a problem.
Yes, and Tracy. Ooh, I almost dropped that, girl. Catch it. Because it was on point. Tracy, no, you absolutely right, because, oh crap, you absolutely right, because I see that a lot, that and that was me as well, because I've been taught, be with a Black man, Black love, and I'm all for it. I don't discredit it, because if I have a Black man, we're gonna have Black babies. But what I do, more so than anything, I want a Black woman to experience a divine
Mhm.
loving experience, because that's what we are worthy of. A lot of times we are in situations where don't value us, or we settle for things, or we compromise things. And when we compromise, we're really saying, we really don't value, or we don't see the value in ourselves to want more. And not saying a black man can't give us that, but don't limit yourself for it. Like, truly be open. If somebody's showing up to you and they're giving you things and it's coming to you in a different type of way, if you think that's off or you think that's weird, it ain't about them. It's really about why would you think it's unhealthy for somebody to want to adore you or pour love into you or be present with you, you know? And so I would say get clear, because for a long time for myself, I always said I wanted like healthy love. I wanted commitment. I want all these things. But men will show up with that. They will be ready for it. They be really wanting to like just shower me with love. And I'm like, you ain't trying to do no back and forth, hot and cold. You ain't that's weird. You off. Something wrong with you. It was me. I was I was unavailable to myself. I felt that it was off for a man to want to put me on a pedestal. But that's what we are, and I see a lot of black women do this as well. We are worthy to be adored, and so that's the reason why I say that if it comes in white packaging, be open. Just be open. You know, you limit your experience by saying nah. Look, my grandmama, daddy, all of them don't matter when it comes to being loved properly for you. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
That's some good. That was good. That's some good advice, y'all. I hope y'all took heed, my single ladies and my single men. Okay, because I don't look.
We got unhappy people in marriages, unhappy marriages. If you need to think about some shit,
yep, because we don't want you in all.
Y'all exist too, and we talking to y'all too.
so many lanes we can go down with this. We about to get into what's your tea. Because we might have to do a part 2 on this, because we talking about this as black women, but it be a little different when we be like black men dating outside they race. We get to turning our eyes, so maybe that'll be part 2.
You know what?
Let's go into what's your tea.
Yes, girl, I was about to hop on that.
Okay, let's get into it.
But yeah, what's your tea?
Okay, so it says the tea is, when should he move out of his parents' house? When should he move, y'all?
Now, is this a black man or a white man? Is this a
any man? This is any man, really, any man.
Because so starting with that, because it is kind of like with black men, like in the black community, we kind of do like, man, he still live with his parents, but then in other cultures, that's acceptable. That's the norm until everybody helps out in the house until he gets to a place or when he finds someone and then they move out. So what y'all got? What's y'all advice?
If he not Indian and it's not Asian, or he not we not in that country, or they not working by that law or whatever they go through, then no, it's a no. I'm 33, and anybody that's I'm talking to is probably either in their late 30s or 40s. And if you at your mama house, your daddy house, unless you probably done been through something, like you probably went through something, and I can understand that, but you probably shouldn't be dating. So I'm sorry, I can't. If he's still in his parents' house, why are you talking to him? How old are you?
Yeah. I think that for me, I think that the longest that anybody should be living at home is probably until, worst case scenario, maybe a couple years after college, right? If you were going to school through your late teens and early 20s and you're still living at home, I can get with that. Maybe a couple years after college, so that you can actually save up if you weren't able to save as much while you were in school, right? So that you don't have so much debt when you're getting out your parents' house. If you ain't going to college, nigga, you need your own spot by the time you're 20, 21 at the latest. And other than that, unless you're probably in a situation where it's a situation where it's truly beneficial for the family, but you're able to 100% provide for yourself, but maybe you're helping your mom out, you're helping your dad out, then that's a different type of story, right? But me being the fact that I left the house when I was about 17, 18 years old and been back home for maybe 5 months max between that and 35 years old, figure it out. Other than shit, you being in school and maybe a couple years after school, make it work. Yeah, it depends on the situation.
I agree with you, Sharon. Like it depends on the situation. Like, I don't know. I feel like if he's able, again, it goes back to that list. If he's able to mark off like your top shit, But he's
Makes
at home
sense.
with his parents. Like maybe one of your top 5 is he got to be financially stable. Okay, if he's
Mm-hmm.
financially stable, but he's living with his parents, like I don't know. I think it's a
There's a story. There got to be a
Yeah.
story. I guess.
You got 2 years after college, sir. Worst case scenario. Okay.
I think there has to be. Let me see. So case in point, my mom lives with me, right? But I don't. I don't. It's not. I live with her. She lives with me, and so I'm the one that's responsible
Right.
and taking care of things. It's a difference with a man. Like, why are you in that situation? What's the game plan? What's the goal? What's the long term? Because if you know, but I don't know. Maybe I'm limited because I feel that
you fucking in your mama up right there next door upstairs. We always got to go to my house.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Always gotta come to my house to get it popping. I can't come over there and get it popping on your sheets.
You can't be naked walking around. You know what I'm saying? You
And
can't
I
just
enjoy
be
all
free.
that. I'm some juice in the morning with my panties and bra on.
But that was a good question though, because I'm gonna wrap it up on this. Like it ties into the topic, like the advice that Coach Jaleisha gave. It really is like what are your priorities and what you're looking for in a person. And like when you got that top 5, if he ain't fitting those and he living at home and it ain't no he living with them, they ain't living with him. Like whatever is a situation that don't fit you, it's all your preference. That's what it is. You gotta go off your list.
But it ain't nothing like going to a nigga house that got his shit together. It ain't nothing like walking up to a nigga spot and he got his own. He just made my coochie extra moist. Okay,
girl, my coochie be moist too.
It's clean, it's decorated. You got crystals and sage and shit. My nigga.
Yes. Yes, and it's clean. And it's clean. Girl, don't look. Don't. That's sexy to me. That's grown man stuff right there. Yeah. You can't be coming to me.
I'm going hard for the men. Like I feel y'all men living with y'all.
We are in our 30s. We are in our 30s. All of us are in our 30s. Listen, right. I don't know. I'm not dealing with no 20-year-old. I'm not dealing with no 22-year-old. I'm dealing with grown men, and grown men need to be taking care of themselves.
We got a good comment coming in.
Oh, Shay said it depends on the financial stability. Show me your accounts if you stand with them. You should be a
the money should be stacked. The money should be stacked.
And that's like in my 30s. I think that a lot of women in 30s, that's definitely like, even if I was dating, even here in my marriage, financial stability is on my list. Yeah. And so like it's gotta be. I feel you, Shay.
That's realistic. But that's what I'm saying. If you at your parents' house, that means you probably not paying anything. So you should be stacked. You should be having a plan. It's just, I mean, I don't know. It's a different mindset, and that's all I gotta say.
But I still think there's even an age limit for that, because at what point do you get your sense of privacy for you and the person you're dating? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, once we're in our 30s, I don't want to feel like I'm sneaking in your motherfucking house. I don't even feel comfortable fucking you while your mama in the next room. Like, I really don't want to do that at 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get that you might be saving and stacking for the future, but you had 10, 12 years to do that after you got out of high school. We 30 plus now, so I'm gonna at least need you to get you a little studio apartment just to get it popping.
Baby, I agree with you, and I also feel like it's the mindset, because I be like, why you even want to be dating right now? If really, like, I would have to see the financial receipts, but I'm not even the person I am. I'm not even gonna do that. I'll be like, oh, you still for real? Okay, well, you have a good day, sir. Yeah. It was nice, or maybe we need to fuck it. I don't know. But go ahead.
No, that was good. That's what I feel like I was advocating for them so hard. Like, my nigga was not living with his mama.
but T,
I mean, I'm just pointing it out. Y'all know I like to play devil's advocate. I like to see it from the side.
But T, I think y'all were in y'all 20s. When he in his 20s? I mean, that's a different situation. I'm talking about from the perspective we all in our 30s.
Yeah, right.
And unless, I mean, unless you got like a little hot thing, 18, 24, like I don't understand it. What we
Even
doing?
if you 30 plus and your
know.
money right, why you ain't got no house with the little back house and your mama living in the little back house?
Girl, a lot of them
I've known
don't.
some guys though who were that way, and we'll wrap up with this one. I've known some guys who were that way though. They were living with their moms, but when they found and they were financially stable, and when they finally met the right person, then they ended up purchasing a home with that woman that they wanted to settle down with. So I like it. I really do think it's situation based.
And in the meantime, he needs to be getting us a hotel room here and there so we can get it popping, not just always at my house. Because I've dealt with guys who,
Yes.
never mind. Anyways, I've been treated to a couple hotel room visits. You know what I'm saying? So
Who hasn't?
just make you feel like we ain't gotta go to my place.
So y'all, look, we this podcast, the dopest podcast ever. 3 Black women, we representing, we giving y'all real, raw, uncut, like advice and real talk from our personal experiences. And this shit gonna be around for a while. So if you want to be one of our sponsors, you want us to represent your business, shout you out, get in touch with us. Our email is gbl, like girls be like, gbl the podcast at gmail.com. Shoot us an email.
Literate, so we can't talk, but we're literate, so it's THE, ain't no THA,
yes,
ain't no DA.
Thank you, Sheree. So yeah, GBL the podcast at gmail.com, and ask us about getting your business shout out. We have very affordable packages and pricing. And if you love this message tonight, you can holler at us at Cash App too. Our Cash App is GBL the podcast. Again, THE. Please don't get it wrong. But this was good, yo. I want to know, Tracy Cherie.
Yeah.
What we talking about next week?
I don't know. That's why I was waiting for you to ask me, because I don't know, because I'm gonna need y'all to help me, because y'all know okay, let me tell y'all, if y'all haven't, if the subscribers haven't realized, and our family and our friends, my brain about this big, really. I just know how to work with it. So what happens is sometimes when I be in my little bubble, I can't think past my bubble. So I've been so in my bubble recently that the only thing I can talk about is work, and that's boring. So I'm gonna figure out between now and next Tuesday when we drop the title of what it will be. There should be a plan to move ASAP.
Look, she's still on it.
Yeah, look. I'm like, right.
It should be a plan. It should be funds that are available to move ASAP. Show you wish,
or at least get us a room. Treat us to a nice, like,
right.
Vacation.
There gotta be a plan. I need a plan.
But y'all, man,
I don't know. Y'all want to help me with the topic, because I really don't know. My life is so boring out here in El Paso. I can't even think of shit.
We got you. And then the viewers too, like, what's up? Is there something that y'all? Oh, that too. So let me go back. Let me share our email again, because where is it? Where is it? Somebody got me on it.
The link in the chat.
Our email, because if you want some advice on something, you got a topic you want us to talk about, or you just want us to answer your questions, you can submit to us your tea, and you can be featured in the What's Your Tea segment. So y'all put that shit, y'all reach out. Tracy gonna put everything in the description for us. But y'all, man, I am tired. Look, I've been up since 5 o'clock. Let me this damn, the wife, mama, entrepreneur, all this shit. I love it, but it gets a little draining sometimes. And a bitch is tired.
It's hump day.
Oh, it is hump day. Maybe I get some dig. I'll get some energy.
I'm over it. I'm already over the conversation.
We always throwing some dick in our face. What type of shit is this?
I do talk about.
Gonna be
about dick a lot.
My bitches be talking about getting dick when bitches ain't getting dick. That's what the next topic gonna be about. Shit.
Yeah, damn, man. One day I'm gonna come on this thing. And I'm gonna be like, look, the celibacy season is over. Like, look.
White chocolate gonna come there, beat that thing down.
Beat it up. Beat it up.
White chocolate gonna come in there and hammer that thing.
Oh God.
I love it. We love to see it. We love to see it.
Yeah.
But on that note, I am Coach T Lane. These are my co-hosts, Tracy Cherie, Coach Jaleisha J. We ain't here to get nobody the right answers. Thank you, Shay. Shay said it was awesome.
Thank you for watching,
Thank you.
Shay.
And we ain't here to get nobody the right answers. It's never gonna be the right answers. Argue with somebody else, but don't argue with us, baby. Okay? We just here to speak from our personal experiences. Till next time, y'all.
My sister, my friend, my reflection. Saying prayers for me, see the day for me on a mission. Teach me what you know, vice versa. Help each other grow. As she sees in me, then she turn around and what a need.